obviously what this needed all the time for, the Anarchy in the arena. Swerve, Kenny, Willow, the Ops versus the Bucks and Death Riders. TJ, this match is insane. This match was insane. This match had so much ridiculousness that, like, how could you not appreciate it? Number one, for the Bucks to have that ridiculous intro of just like the founding fathers. Mm-hmm. And then from there, Kenny Omega telling him to switch up the music. I'm so excited and I just can't hide it. And then he had a moment where he said, yeah, can we switch it to some early 2000s alternative rock? And I'm expecting alternative rock. And I hear, let the bodies hit the floor. Pretty sure that's not alternative rock, but I'm a rap baby. What do I know? And it was chaotic, dude.
Yeah. It really was. That's what Anarchy in the Arena is all about. It's chaos. You know what I mean? And it's chaos from the jump because you've got 4 screens going. People are in all different positions in the stadium, in the ring, in the arena. You got guys fighting at the concession stand. You got people outside. You got people in the ring. You got people in the ramp. Like, it's just, I don't even know how you keep track of this stuff.
Yeah, I don't know what it looks like while you're there. I hope that they have monitors showing everybody what's going on because it is chaotic. It is fun. It came with a soundtrack. To the people who had to listen to Let the Bodies Hit the Floor 4 times in a row, God bless you. That's a lot to take in.
I like that song.
I do. I loved Fiend before WrestleMania. Fiend, and I can't get that out of my dreams. But it was amazing. There was a crazy spot. I forget who had to get the short end of it, but hanging over the ropes, and I think it was Matt Jackson that landed on him into his brother. Giving him a power bomb through a table. It's an insane spot. That was one that stood out to me. Obviously, Willow was what do you say? An underappreciated MVP. There was a moment where I really thought she was going to get the pin, and I love me some Willow Nightingale. Like, I just see the lady and I get happy. And but the match goes on. I'll get to that in a minute because there's one thing that mathematically I need people in AEW to understand. Swerve Strickland plus Staples equals Popeye plus spinach. Do not show this man Staples. You show Swerve Strickland Staples and a gear kicks in with that dude. He starts to get sadistic. He ends up getting his tongue stapled by Maria, dude. And I asked him, how did you get that out? He said, the doctor and fingers.
You talked to him after?
Yeah. I mean, you got your tongue stapled on TV and showed us.
Wow.
You're a sicko, dude. You're a sicko. And it really was an entertaining match throughout. I do feel like, like I said, there was a moment where Willow was about to get the pin. And I really felt like, that's where things could have ended. It drug out a little bit for me, but the spots that they did fill that time with were amazing. And the saving grace for me, at least, Swerve getting that sneaker promo at the end, that's hilarious. How do you not find that funny?
You got tax on the bottom of the
Oh, no. Mine are cool.
Oh, okay.
They didn't come with tax. Thank goodness, bro. But yeah, he turns his Allen Iversons into cleats, ends up getting the victory. That match right there, bro, is one of my favorite matches that I've watched from the company. And as a whole, Double or Nothing, everybody who's followed me knows that my favorite AEW pay-per-view has been Full Gear when it was at the Forum. Mm-hmm. This took the cake.
Yeah,
this was my favorite AEW pay-per-view I've ever seen. And I loved it, dude. Silence.
Because I'm trying to touch on something that you haven't. I think you hit everything, man. It's chaos. It's insanity. There's blood. There's tax. There's Staples. There's a high-low forklift. There's a swerve stomp off the top of a forklift. There's Kenny Omega being just, hyped up by Powerhouse Hobbs to do a backflip off of the railing
Oh, right. Yeah, that spot's insane.
Yeah, just like, man, there's so much.
So much going on.
There's so much going on. Like I said, I'm just checking my notes.
Shout out to Smo Joe.
Right. Like, Joe was great. Everybody. You know, then you had Hook come out.
Oh, right.
And now you can see, though, that there's a little beef there with the ops in Hook, which I get because Hook gets hurt. Hobbs takes his place. I think Hook's going to play that you didn't check on me, you just replaced me. So that's where that's going. Yeah. But then you had the announcers who, like, and I guess I'm never going to be happy.
I know where you're going.
Okay, because he comes out in a hood, and sometimes the announcers were like, well, who is it? When it's so painfully obvious who the person is.
Frame.
And you're like, what do you mean, who is it? But then Hook comes out, and I think it was Tony. I don't know. Was it Taz? I don't think it was Taz. I don't think Taz said anything.
Yeah, Taz but better not be like, who is that?
They were like, oh, it's Hook. And I'm like, before the hood was off. And I'm like, well, yeah, man, just wait till the hood's off. And it hit me like, either way, I've been complaining. Like, if they act like they know who he is or they act like they don't. So I don't know what to do. You just do whatever you're doing.
Yeah, man, you do your thing. By the way, the hoodie was hilarious.
It was
Kenny on Kenny. Yeah, that was hard. I know what I want to bring up because I got a bone to pick with you. That title is not in that briefcase. What did y'all do with the title, man? I know something happened to that title. There's no way that you just don't show your heavyweight title on television. What y'all do to that title, bro? Because it's not in that briefcase. Because Kenny was about to punt it, and then he was like, let me just give it a nudge. That briefcase is way too light, bro.
Well, Kenny went to break his toe on a briefcase that was holding 20 pounds of gold in it.
TJ.
20 pounds of gold in that thing. He breaks his toe, then what?
I'm all for Elias and Ezekiel not being the same person. I'm all for most ridiculous things. That title is not in that briefcase, bro. It's not in there. And I don't know what y'all did. We'll find out one day during the documentary, but just know, I know it ain't in that foam ass briefcase covered in tape. Thank you. Watch new episodes of No Contest Wrestling every Wednesday or listen wherever you get your podcasts. And don't forget to follow us at No Contest Wrestling Podcast on Instagram.